Are you bored playing the same games every day? Here are some underrated games for you to try on your Android and iOS devices. Into the Breach is a game that lets you control powerful mechs to protect cities from giant alien creatures called Vek. Each battle occurs on a small grid, where you need to think ahead and make smart moves to outsmart your enemies. The gameplay focuses on turn-based tactics, where every action feels like a puzzle. You'll be moving your mechs, attacking the Vek, and trying to protect civilians from harm. The game stands out because it lets you undo mistakes by going back in time after failing. Crowntakers is a fun and tactical role-playing game that you play as a hero on a mission to save a kidnapped king. Along the way, you'll travel through different locations, fight enemies, and gather a team of brave fighters to help you. The game combines turn-based strategy with roguelike elements, which means that each time you play, the world changes and offers new challenges. The gameplay focuses on making smart decisions during battles, where you move your characters on a grid and choose how to attack or defend. Slay the Spire is a card-based strategy game that lets you climb a dangerous tower filled with enemies, traps, and treasures. The goal is to build a strong deck of cards that lets you fight off monsters and survive each floor of the tower. The gameplay is a mix of deck building and roguelike elements, meaning each time you play, you'll face new challenges and opportunities. As you go higher in the tower, you can pick new cards to add to your deck, making it stronger. However, if you lose, you'll have to start from the beginning, but with new strategies in mind. Space Marshals 3 is a fun tactical shooter game that takes place in a sci-fi Wild West setting, where you play as a space marshal named Burton. Your mission is to hunt down dangerous criminals across different planets and bring them to justice. The gameplay focuses on using cover, planning your attacks, and making smart decisions. You can choose to sneak up on enemies, use distractions, or go in guns blazing. There are plenty of weapons and gear to choose from, giving you options to play in different styles. Death Road to Canada is a quirky action-adventure game in which you will lead a group of survivors through a zombie apocalypse as they try to make their way to safety in Canada. Along the way, you'll need to gather supplies, fight off zombies, and make important decisions about who to trust and how to survive. The game mixes humor with action, creating a fun and unpredictable experience. The gameplay combines random events and real-time combat, where you can use a variety of weapons to fight off hordes of zombies. The game is easy to pick up, but challenging to master, offering a mix of action, strategy, and decision-making. Life and Adventure is a text-based role-playing game in which you take on the role of an adventurer and make important choices that shape your journey. The game is filled with random events, battles, and decisions that affect how your story unfolds. The gameplay focuses on reading through scenarios and choosing how your character reacts. Sometimes you'll fight enemies, meet new characters, or discover treasures, and other times, you'll need to make tough moral decisions. The game doesn't have flashy graphics, but it uses simple text and illustrations to create a rich and immersive adventure experience. Ares. Virus is an exciting survival game in which you find yourself in a world devastated by a deadly virus that turns people into dangerous mutants. You play as a member of SOT, a special task force, trying to survive in this harsh environment while uncovering the truth behind the virus. The game focuses on survival, crafting, and fighting off enemies to stay alive. The gameplay involves exploring different areas, gathering resources like food, weapons, and materials, and crafting items to help you survive. You'll also encounter various enemies, from infected humans to dangerous creatures, and must decide whether to fight or avoid them. Witch Spring 2 is a charming role-playing game that you play as Luna, a young witch who is trying to grow stronger while avoiding the humans who want to hunt her. The game focuses on Luna's journey as she learns new spells, crafts powerful items, and makes decisions that shape her story. It combines adventure, training, and storytelling elements. The gameplay in Witch Spring 2 allows you to train Luna by battling monsters, collecting resources, and crafting tools to help her grow stronger. You can also explore a beautiful world of forests, lakes, and hidden treasures. Rebuild 3 is a strategic simulation game that takes place in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies, and your goal is to rebuild society. The gameplay focuses on recruiting survivors, scavenging for food and supplies, and building defenses to keep zombies at bay. You also have to assign tasks to your survivors, such as farming, guarding, or exploring new areas. As you rebuild your city, you'll encounter rival gangs and other groups with their agendas. The game has a lot of depth, with choices that affect the story, characters, and the world around you. Bad End Theater is a unique storytelling game, which you control the fate of several characters as they navigate the different storylines that often end in tragedy. The game revolves around choices, where each decision you make can lead to different bad endings. The goal is to explore all the possible endings, figure out the story's mysteries, and uncover how each character's fate is connected. The gameplay is simple but deeply engaging. You choose different scenarios for each character, and their stories unfold based on your decisions. The game's focus is on narrative and choices, so there's no combat or puzzles, just pure storytelling. Born Again. Online is an exciting multiplayer online role-playing game that you enter a fantasy world where you can create your character and embark on epic quests. You'll explore diverse landscapes, battle powerful monsters, and join forces with other players to complete challenging missions. The game offers a mix of adventure, combat, and social interactions. The gameplay focuses on building and customizing your character, gathering gear, and leveling up through various quests and battles. You can join guilds, participate in large-scale events, and interact with players from around the world. Darza's Dominion is an action-packed multiplayer online game where you dive into a vibrant pixel art world where you team up with other players to fight off waves of enemies and explore dungeons. The game combines fast-paced action with RPG elements, giving you the chance to build and customize your character while tackling challenging quests. The gameplay involves battling various monsters, collecting loot, and leveling up your character to become stronger. You can choose from different classes and abilities, each with its own unique skills and play styles. Lost Echo is a captivating adventure game that you play as a character named Greg, who is searching for his missing girlfriend Chloe in a mysterious and surreal world. The game is set in a visually stunning, futuristic city where you must solve puzzles and unravel clues to uncover what happened to her. The gameplay involves exploring different locations, interacting with various characters, and solving puzzles to advance the story. The game focuses on narrative and puzzle solving, with a strong emphasis on a gripping story and immersive environment. Shattered Pixel Dungeon is an exciting roguelike dungeon crawler that is a modernized version of the classic Pixel Dungeon, offering enhanced graphics and updated features while keeping the core gameplay intact. In Shattered Pixel Dungeon, you explore randomly generated dungeons filled with monsters, traps, and hidden treasures, all while trying to survive and progress as far as you can. The gameplay involves navigating through a grid-based dungeon, battling enemies, and managing your inventory. You can choose from various character classes, each with unique abilities and playstyles. Downwell is a thrilling, action-packed game in which you play as a character who falls down a deep, endless well, using special gun boots to shoot enemies and avoid obstacles. The goal is to descend as far as possible, while collecting gems, power-ups, and upgrades to enhance your abilities. The gameplay is fast-paced and involves constantly moving downward through procedurally generated levels. As you fall, you'll face various enemies and hazards, requiring quick reflexes and strategic use of your gun boots to survive. OpenTTD is a popular simulation game that is an open-source remake of the classic Transport Tycoon Deluxe. In OpenTD, you manage and expand your own transportation company, building networks of trains, buses, trucks, and ships to transport passengers and cargo across a growing map. The gameplay focuses on creating efficient transportation routes, managing finances, and growing your company from a small local operation into a vast transportation empire. Dev Tycoon is a captivating simulation game in which you take on the role of a video game developer and start your own game development studio from scratch. Your goal is to create successful games, manage your studio, and grow your company into a global powerhouse in the gaming industry. The gameplay involves designing and developing video games by choosing genres, platforms, and features. You need to balance your budget, manage your team, and make strategic decisions to produce hit games. As you progress,
and feeble, we are neither, and so face the day with calm hearts. Today we face those masters of cunning, arrogance, and dishonesty, the Skippy.
Rome. Total War is an epic strategy game in which you step into the shoes of a Roman general and leader, aiming to build and expand your empire in the ancient world. The game combines turn-based strategy with real-time tactical battles. The gameplay involves both strategic planning and tactical combat. On the strategy map, you manage cities, resources, and armies, making decisions that affect the growth and stability of your empire. When battles occur, the game switches to real-time combat, where you control your troops and tactics to win against enemy forces. Dear My Cat is a relaxing and charming mobile game where you explore a beautiful, serene world where you take care of and interact with a variety of adorable cats. The game focuses on providing a calming experience as you create a cozy space for your feline friends and enjoy their company. The gameplay involves designing and decorating your island paradise where cats can live and play. The game features lovely graphics and soothing music, making it a perfect escape from daily stress. Beholder is a gripping strategy and simulation game that you play as a landlord in a dystopian society where you must spy on your tenants and report any suspicious activities to the government. The gameplay involves managing your apartment building while keeping an eye on your tenants. You need to listen to their conversations, search their rooms, and decide whether to report them for breaking the law or to keep their secrets. Each decision affects your relationship with the tenants and your standing with the authorities. So feel free to comment if you know more underrated games. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. See ya.